So this is what's about how the third temple is being rebuilt, and the third temple is being built right now as we speak through all the prophets prophesying, and all of us standing up on our feet, a great exceeding army. This is that temple that is being built. Um, the real quick. I hope I can. Spirit has me where I can find the words because I don't want to make this a super long lesson. Even though I could make this a part two, three, and four, but I don't want to make this a long lesson. Uh, this is 9 and verse. Yep, 9 and verse 25. Daniel 9 and 25 says, "Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandment to restore and build Jerusalem unto the Messiah, the prince shall be 7 weeks and threescore and 2 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublous times." So, people think that the temple being built again, that's talking about the temple got to be built again in troublous times. No, 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 no. Oh, my mic is a bit down. Shalakia, can you, is it picking up? I just noticed that my mic was up. Uh, but anyways, people think that this talking about that in troublous times is talking about the land of Israel over there where these rat infestation is, that they're going to build the temple again, in the time of war. No, this was already fulfilled. This was fulfilled when we were in the Persians and Medes captivity. 40 and 6 years it took to build it, according to I think John chapter 2, maybe verse 20, either 21 or 22. But the temple was first erected, destroyed by the Babylonians. Second time, it was destroyed by the Romans. They came in, entered into as a flood, and they destroyed it. So, but in order for the Romans to destroy it, it had to be rebuilt because the Babylonians had destroyed it. So it was built during the under the Persians and the Medes. So that was when the temple was built. Because you think about it, if the during 70 AD, what happened? They destroyed the temple, right? Right. Well, the Babylonians destroyed it. How did the Romans destroy a temple that didn't exist? Because when the Babylonians destroyed it, that means another temple had to be built for the Romans to destroy it yet again. So that's how the Romans destroyed it, and the Babylonians both destroyed it. Because it was rebuilt. Now there's going to be another temple that's going to be built, and the temple is being built right now. Is a spiritual temple right now. The first temple was destroyed in Babylon, and now the third temple is being. I'm not even going to say built in Babylon because it's being built everywhere. Because you got brothers outside of Babylon, which if you can receive is modern day America. But it's being built by all the brothers who come together. You know, uh, this is This is Revelations 21 and Revelations 20. Yeah, Revelations 21 and verse 20. It's like Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first new, for the, it's like you start over. No stumbles. Okay. Revelations 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. So, the holy city. So, what is the holy city that he saw? Jerusalem is physically on this earth, right? But he saw the holy city coming down from heaven because guess what? Who's coming down from heaven? The elect are coming down from heaven and being brought back into the land. Don't let that slip on you if you knew you haven't heard some stuff. But this earth that we're on is reserved unto fire. First earth got destroyed with water with the flood. It's going to be destroyed again, this time with fire. As did Noah, he built an ark to escape the flood. Well, to escape this pending destruction, there are chariots that's going to beam us out up into the heavens. And let's grab that. Revelations chapter 11 and verse 12, I believe. Or maybe it's 11. 11 Revelations 11 and 11. 11 and 12. Revelations 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. Up. Because we're on earth. Heaven is upward from here. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. So their people, enemies beheld them, the ones that are on earth, they watched it happen. That's your rapture right there. Getting beamed up. So, that's getting beamed up out of here. Beam me up, Scotty. This is Isaiah 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers. Thy chambers. Why you say thy chambers? Because this is the allegory, it's parabolic. Because Scripture talks about Jeremiah 2. I've likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. And what? Yahushua is her husband. A woman and a husband make a marriage. When you make a marriage, you have what's called a marriage chamber. That's where the sex is made and the marriage is consummated. Well, remember, this is parabolic. So we're going up into the chambers. The chambers is up into the heavens. Notice it says, Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers and shut thy doors about thee. When you get married, ain't nobody supposed to be in the wedding chamber other than the bride and the groom. That's where the wedding takes place. Man breaks that hymen, and that blood comes out, and they get the tokens of virginity, and that's that blood covenant that's being made. We go up into the heavens. Those are spiritually the marriage chambers, is those chariots. And that covenant gets made, and we have that new heart, we have these new bodies, and then there is the marriage. So, matter of fact, I didn't read it all. It says, Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpassed. Why you say for a little moment? We're not gonna be up there forever. Hide thyself for a little moment. Why? Because indignation passed, because of destruction and the fire that's going to be set up on this earth. And afterwards, you're gonna come back down. You're not gonna be up there forever. And that's why John is seeing. He says, I saw New Jerusalem coming down from heaven. That little moment had came to pass. First Revelation 21 and 1, 21 and 2 again. And I John saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. Okay, verse 3. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and God himself shall be with them, and be their God. Now, I'm going to skip over. If you want to read it, hey, it's a blessing. But for time's sake, it says 21 and 12. Now, remember, when you built the wall, they gave you measurements. Ezekiel got measurements. There's measurements in Exodus of how you build this wall. Well, you got measurements over here in Revelations as well. How you build this city, build this wall. This is Revelations 21 and verse 12. And matter of fact, start with verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto stone, most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of Israel. So this is the measurement of the temple. And on the east 3 gates, and on the north 3 gates, and on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to the measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. Verse 17, and he measured the wall thereof, 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man that is of the angel. 144 cubits. What does that calculate in English, in plain English? 144 cubits. What is 12 times 12? Because remember, it's the length is equal to the breadth thereof. You got 12 thousand in every tribe, and you got 12 tribes. 12 times 12 is 144. It maps out equally. That is how you spiritually measure this temple. We are this temple that's being built right now. So, this new temple that's being built is us. That's going to be coming down from Jerusalem, coming down from heaven. This, it's going to be a beauty and a sight to see. Blessed be those who are able to, witness, partake of it, because you have some people thinking that the temple, waiting for the temple to be rebuilt. No, the temple is not about to be built over there by some gutter rats, because Scripture talks about the uh, uh, Jerusalem shall be trodden down by the Gentiles. until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So Jerusalem is going to be trodden down by over there, actually in Jerusalem right now, we're being trodden down spiritually and physically till to this day. We're getting shot, gunned down by Gentiles. But we're not going to go over there and start working on the temple and while a whole bunch of heathens over there. That's out of order. You know, and on that note, I hope this was edifying. If you have questions, feel free ask in the comment section. And on that note, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Magak Wadash. Double honors to elders of GMS well. Peace, salutations, and shalom.